Hey everyone! Finally I've managed to build myself up a camp with the newest Slocum's Joe bundle that have been added this week, as well as using the train car that has been included in the bundle, and I'm pretty proud of how it came out. So, today I'm going to kind of drive you around the camp and show you what I did and how I did it, because I felt like I don't really need to, build the camp live for you to understand how it's done. I mean, I didn't do any major glitches or anything. There were some clever tidbits here and there, but that's pretty much about it. So, right now we are down here at the Morgantown. This is where the usual new players come from the Overseer's camp. So I felt like this would be a perfect key location to welcome those new players that are gonna be definitely coming with the Xbox Game Pass. And as you can see, this is Morgantown, and this is my camp over there. So, what are we doing, you might ask? Well, I tried to make this as sort of like a road stop sort of thing. Welcome to Morgantown, so this doesn't intend to be its own thing, it's just something that's sort of like a checkpoint before Morgantown. You see a bit of a guard post over here, and even though it's not dark, you can probably see that there are some lights set up along the camp to make it sort of direct you through it. We got a memorial here, or something along those lines, I guess. We got the house which the camp owners are living in right now. Sadly, I'm alone, but there is still an empty space if anybody wants to join me. We got the chandelier from the nuclear winter, the terminal for those who want to check out the newest stuff around the world, and some cozy place to hang around with in case you are done with the workday. You got a cuckoo clock and some items to kind of, occupy yourself with if you are bored. We got Hutfin here who's helped me place some of these items that I didn't have plans for. But if you will notice, or maybe you'll wonder this because I did a good job in incorporating these, I actually placed up placed down rather some of these trees that are working, as like the standalone ones that cannot be removed with the bulldozer, but instead you need to actually build them up yourself, which actually I think gives a much more welcoming feel to the camp, more into the nature sort of feel. Then we've got this lion statue on top of this arc, which actually cannot be placed down without the staircase being placed down first. But if you place down a staircase and then place two next to each other, then you can delete the middle one, and then you can delete the staired version as well. And in that case, the one on the forest end of it will actually stay without the staircase, and that's how you can make a gate right here. I just use this, and as you can see, the hitbox thankfully lets me pass through here. Then we can go to the right, which actually leads us to the sort of farm area, with some crop setup and the communal fire pit as well as a cooking station. There is also a toilet which I actually faced the wrong way, so I should probably fix that right now. And if the game lets me place it down, that would be marvelous. There we go. So, now you can go down, the wall sort of ends here. And you'll see that there is the newest water wheel set up, because now it's actually producing energy and I can fuel my water purification with this, which is nice. Up we go, and here is the road leading up to the sort of lookout point of the whole camp. As you can see, I tried making it a bit more interesting and not just some standalone floating idiocy that most people try to build whenever they try to protect their camps from random mobs. But I tried to actually, support it with the pylons and whatnot to make it more realistic. And once you go up here, you can actually see that you've got the perfect view of Morgantown, which is definitely nice. New players can actually appreciate the views that the Fallout76 provides them even before getting to the Savage Divide, which has the highest vantage points. Then we move down, and we've got, if you go to the other direction, some chill out area on the outside as well. Not much going on over here. Then, of course, if you are a new player, it's double useful that you have a contamination shower, because threadaways is not that, often that you come by at the beginning of the game. Then the main attraction probably of the whole camp is the Slocum's Joe breakfast and diner. As you can see, it has the good morning sign and some advertisement poster sort of things or billboards. Because if you go inside, you're not only welcomed by a sort of diner area with some, authentic decor here with the tea and coffee stains, but some place you can chill out with your friends. There's actually 10 people that can fit here just on the chairs. And we've got the little bartender bot here that is selling you not only some nice drinks, but at the same time some beginner level weapons that is definitely kicked out for newbies and priced rightfully so, as well as some stim packs, redaways, and purified water, because those are precious, especially in the early game. Then we are done with this. Again, some of the decor that you actually could get without getting the Slocum's Joe bundle, because this is just this has just been in the game since it launched. This and the Red Rocket as well. These lamps have been given to you for free in the Atomic Shop back in the latest December community event, I think. But anyway, now we got the cook of the camp, because this is the Raider Punk guy, just, dressed up. He doesn't really wash his hand to Watson, so I should probably scold him at some point. But, regardless, now we can come up here, which is sort of the, I wouldn't say bus stop, but, the stop station, rather. With one of those Red Rocket power armor stations, which looks pretty cool, I think. And if you go inside, you'll see some of those glitches that I did with the weapon racks. I couldn't actually place the third one, but you should be able to if you don't have anything on the back of your thing. Basically, the way you do this, if you were wondering, also, why is there a board and... Okay, never mind. So basically, the way you do this is that... So this shelf, right? You can place this down, and when you go over to displays, and if you go close enough to it, then you will see that the thing actually pops in here. What you need to do is move it all the way down so it actually disappears completely from your view, and press enter, and you will see it actually places this down on the lowest end of the shelf. And now you can go to the back, and you can actually snap it to the upper ones, and then there will be, of course, weapon racks, which you can access from the back. So you can see I can actually should be able to click onto it. It sometimes bugs out. In this case, it's just build it up again, and then it should work. You should be able to place it. As you can see, I could manage and do it myself here as well. Then we got some of the sort of working equipment here, some blowtorch, some hammers and whatnot. And because we also have, of course, the sort of workstations here set up. Then we got, of course, some display cases with the Fastnacht helmets, because I'm proud of having been collected pretty much all of them, except probably the... I think the Madman mask was the only one that I haven't gotten. And then up here is sort of a tighter spaced up, again, just continuing the workbench area. And you will notice that I use the floor mats here, because this is actually way too, low in order for the game to actually be able to place them without placing them on the roof. So, just place down a mat, place down the workbenches on them, and then move the mat when the workbenches are sticking to them. And you should be able to place all of them down up here. And you actually, walk past, this doesn't actually bump your head into it, so that's nice. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything that the camp has to offer. As you can see, it's a rather compact one, but I feel like it came out really nicely. You can approach it from pretty much any direction, and it would welcome you with some interesting sights to see. And overall, I think it's just a nice little effort to put in for all those new players that are going to be coming with the Xbox Game Pass soon enough. I hope you guys enjoyed and found it informative, or at least somewhat usable for your own camps. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys.